What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Black Moon Lilith Tarot. We're using this today until I feel like pulling something else out. Duck. Yeah. We're a little tipsy. Let's just have fun with it. Okay. Just gonna pull out some cards and see what happens. Let's try that again. Oh. Okay. Let's just take that whole story that wants to come out. That is not straight at all. There we go. Good enough. I already see a balancing act here. Yup. Okay. What else we got? Oh, okay. Okay. So let's go with the first story of there being two people here with the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles popping out, right? You have a King of Swords on this side, wants to move quickly. You have the Queen of Pentacles on this side, talking about either reciprocity or there being a blockage here. Let's go with that story. Let's see if there's a blockage. Someone's got burdens they gotta put down, and that could be for both parties as well. Air signs over here, earth signs, doesn't matter, really. It's just the message, take it or leave it. So over here I see a masculine energy questioning his stability. What brings him happiness? Going internal and thinking about, maybe how he's spending his time. If he's being brash or hurtful or arrogant with people, kind of reflecting on some of these actions. I think he moves more of a fast pace. And I think that he's at a point in his life where he's not feeling very balanced, or per where he has put his efforts haven't come out to equal his current reality. And he's feeling maybe anxious in that type of way. Both of these parties have burdens that they need to set down and they're ending a cycle, so we'll delve into each of those a bit more. I feel like there's a pretty hard split here. Let's say this Queen of Pentacles, either three stories, as always, didn't receive equal reciprocity from this King of Swords, isn't feeling an equal balance within her own life, her being kind of the divine here. Really, there's no gender, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also not feeling reciprocity within herself. But here, 6 and 6 is interesting energy as well. Ha ha ha. The Tower, of course, naturally. With the 4 of Swords on the bottom. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles has been taking some time to heal, either in this connection or otherwise. And also with the Page of Swords, I feel like there's a keeping tabs energy here. I feel like this is already delving into some sort of, I won't lie, borderline toxic situation between two individuals that doesn't seem like currently speak to each other. Now the Queen of Pentacles, there's no reversals in this deck. It does feel like she's coming out as being fairly abundant, or I would say in this spread aware of her abundance but not actively acting upon it. She's silent and she's focusing on her spiritual aspect. Now there is a balancing act here of staying within the 3D and oh my god, and the 5D. And as soon as I said that, these two spun in reverse, so the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So I feel like she's kind of fed up of her own shit. So if she's had some toxic belief systems into needing to let go of toxic stalking behavior, checking in, keeping tabs on this King of Swords, for example, or I can't think of the word right now. I'll equate it to you're scrolling on Instagram and seeing the perfect pictures of everyone's lives, and you're like, I don't have what he has, I don't have what she has, I don't look like her, I'm not on vacation as much as they are, you know, that, I can't think of the word, but you're just comparing, right? It's like giving up on any sort of comparison situation of what I guess other people have, because A, looking at that stuff doesn't make you happy, either or party, but by setting it down, it kind of frees up an immense amount of time, and it's at a standing point of like, okay, now what do I do with all this extra time? And the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's extremely abundant, beautiful, generous, giving, so I could see how this giving energy would be especially difficult for someone in the Queen of Pentacles energy, because that's not the norm, is to give. You want to give to others. Giving to yourself seems selfish and not abundant. So I do want to see what this Tower is, but just to clarify, as far as the Queen of Pentacles goes with the Divine Feminine energy, the Empress comes out after that on the bottom of the deck. So these actions that this Divine Feminine is taking is leading her into her upward Empress energy. So like that gut feeling, that intuition, if you're following that, that is a good place to go and a good place to continue going towards helping yourself, because at the end of the day, Spirit can't help you. No one is going to rush in and help you if you don't take care of yourself and have a full cup, if you will. Cup half full, cup half empty. Just popped into my head. I want to see if I could pull anything on this Tower, even though I feel like it's going to give me a bunch. It does give the vibes of a lot of things crumbling down. You got the Two of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Emperor. And the Five of Cups. On the bottom you have the Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Sun, Six of Swords. There is a moving energy of moving. Tower is crumbling what is not necessary in order to make room for this new abundance. Now, since the Emperor came out and also came out on this side, that's what I do, is just, you know, right, left, and down to make a 4-by spread. But since the Emperor came out here next to the King of Swords, they are looking away from each other. But I feel like this King of Swords does play a role in this Empress's glow up, shedding of fuckery and bullshit in order to make room for new success and amazing things, and leaving tragedy and nonsense behind. I feel like she's putting in a lot of work to create firmer boundaries for herself in order to make sure that her cup is full and she's not just giving without receiving anything, which is the true manifestation of a feminine energy, is being receiving energy and not giving all of the time. Not to say you can't ever give as the feminine, but really we're about receiving energy from others, good energy too. Now this indecision, I feel like I brought this up in an earlier collective, but the energy probably still carries through. To look at your past experiences isn't bad, because you've been through all of your experiences because you needed to. Now, this whole effect of, she's literally so dramatically, I might add, towing into this bowl to pour it into this black hole in the ground. Like, Queen, calm down. It's not about wallowing in all of your past experiences. It's about taking the lessons that you have learned and turning them into good, like looking at how those past experiences helped bring you to where you are today, Queen of Pentacles energy, but how other more toxic lessons have to be broken down from the tippy top to the foundation, like just cut down and eradicated in order to bring up all of the new and the new goodness. That's a decision that comes in that, which is what I get from the Two of Pentacles. Is I feel like a lot of this Tower work of breaking down is going to happen regardless if you want it to or not. Sorry. But at the same time, you can decide how much or how little you want. You want this to take forever? It'll take forever. You want it to happen in 3, 6, 9 months, whatever, then it'll happen in that amount of time. It's like, how much are you willing to pay into your shadow work in order to get her done? Now, the Emperor, I want to clarify that. Or him, her, whatever, person. Oh my goodness. So let's go with this energy right here is embodying the King of Swords. To begin with, I would say that your King of Swords wants to transition into a King of Pentacles, someone who's happy, abundant. You see how these guys actually almost look similar too, with their hair and skin tone, blah blah blah. This dude's got a happy little wolf companion, and he's just, I don't know, chilling in a library, vibing, khakis and a sweater, cute vibe. But the difference between this is the King of Swords is fine with being solitary, literally on a mountaintop with an owl chilling, staring off in the distance with a sword. Like, this is a solitary, almost hermit energy, thinking, contemplating, taking action, sure, of cutting out bullshit, but I heard staking his claim. So there's some indecision going on here for this masculine. So I think that he wants to transition over to this King of Pentacles energy of being abundant, giving, receiving, all that in a bag of chips is what I just heard. I think this person's also keeping tabs on you if you're the divine femme. I also think this person has options. So I feel like they have they've been reflecting on the past a lot, and also a lot of force. I feel like either if this person, you rejected this person in the past, they're reflecting and thinking about that quite a bit, or they are just thinking about their own experiences. But whereas you're seeing them from the Five of Cups of, like, literally just turn around and there's all this good, like you are almost wallowing in your past experiences that are negative, this person is more so just touching back and reflecting on missed opportunities. The Four of Cups is what I saw for him. So like missed opportunities, rejection, but the divine is, let me see if I can find the card. The divine is like offering this cup, and it's just like complete lack and disinterest. Like, well, but I'm gonna stare off in the distance and think about the other cup that I want, or the other whatever that I want. But it's like, it's just right here. Look, the divine is extending it to you, but you just being stubborn. But they are reflecting on the past. Why the Seven of Cups? Okay. Wow, this person's extremely passionate. So this person has a lot of options. I do feel like this person coming out as the King of Swords, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles is very attractive. Most likely in a leadership position, maybe not, abundant, logical, smart, very smart with the Page of Swords and the King of Swords and the Emperor. So this person may have a lot of options. So I see this more as them being confused about the options that them being confused about the actions that they need to take in order to come closer to you. This Ten of Wands I haven't clarified yet. Seems like a lot of burdens, and definitely a closing out of a cycle, possibly even closing out of a relationship. They dream of taking actions towards you, and they are very passionate about it. I think this is all dreams, because Seven of Cups to me isn't actually action. It's ideas, thoughts, dreams even. Sometimes confusion. It could be overthinking. They're thinking about presenting an offer with you because they're passionate about you and they want a new beginning with you. An Ace. Knight of Pentacles is the steadiest knight of them all. Let me clean up some of this so it's a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Holy fucking shit balls. And then you also have the Two of Cups on the bottom with Temperance, with the, come on motherfucker, Page of Cups sticking out. So it's talking about an opportunity. So I would say this person comes off as kind of an opportunist. They're very career focused at the moment. So it might be an opportunist in their career, or there might be also, with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, sudden changes in their career where they have to use their knowledge in order to think about what's the best move for them. They do feel a deep soul connection with you, and they're having a hard time finding patience in order to think about how all of these things can meld together and come together. But this person is an opportunist, but I do think that they are actually scared of how they can come towards you. I don't think they're confident enough to come towards you. But I will tell you with the cards I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck that Judgment Day is coming for them. So they have to make moves regardless of what like left, right, center they're gonna go. These things have to happen, most likely for your and this person's spiritual progression. And they're a very confident person, it seems, but they seem like they also have a lot of people chirping in their ear. I do love this, nope, not that one, Butterfingers. They seems like they have a lot of people chirping in their ear at the moment, telling them what's right, what's wrong, and it's like they have to break free and make decisions for themselves, because at the end of the day, the person who you're in a romantic relationship with, like, yes, your friends want what's best for you, but they have to consider all options for the idea that they have to choose who they're gonna sleep next to, and who they're going to spend the rest of their life with, and who they want to have children with, and etc, etc, etc. So this person has a fair amount of love, though. Let's see, what else can we clarify? I want to see more about this Ten of Wands, see more about this burden. Actually, this just rung in my head. I feel like there's a tower also for this King of Swords. Let's see what this tower, oh my god, may possibly be. I feel like these are the same cards popping out again. Don't really want to see a whole saga, but King of Cups, Magician, Three of Cups. Let's see. I took a lot of cards away. I feel like there's a lot of distance cards here. So I feel like this person may be a friend, coworker. I feel like you've met this person. Maybe not, whatever. We've now had, what, all kings come out? Swords, Pentacles, Cups, yep. Oh, I saw the King of Wands in my hand, so. This person is silent, but they have a lot of deep emotion for you, and they have a lot of things that they want to convey to say to you. Another moving card with that sailboat over there. They're manifesting something. Let's see what they're manifesting, because they are talking about their stability, though, in their head, and they're talking about rebirth and change. I feel like this person has a lot of changes coming up, and they're kind of seeing where you fit. I feel like this person's wondering if you're single, how you're doing. I feel like you're maybe not in contact, and if or how you fit into the picture. This person lacks belief as far as their stability goes, how they can care so deeply for you, but you not being in contact, you not being in the picture, and them curious if you even want part of it whatsoever. Currently, my advice, I don't see any cards indicating that you need to reach out, etc, etc. Maybe we'll get advice on that in a second, but right now this person is hard at work and just thinking about what needs to be done for them and work right now. Moving cards, though. This person might be moving. Why the Magician? Okay. Wow, they're pulling out straight sagas in this spread. Literally. Alright, we got 3 pairs of 2. Magician. So what are they manifesting? The 3 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. The 2 of Swords with the 9 of Cups. I swear to God I shuffled, okay? And Death and Rebirth with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Again. Wait, did I say 3 of Cups for friendship? I thought it was the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm sorry. So this person has I see this is coming together, joining. There's like a rejoin that they want, whether it's either in friendship or could be as crazy as asking you to move in or something like that. But there is a rejoining, almost like a community vibe of if there's any distance between you guys, like closing the distance. It's very luscious. I don't know. This is jumping from friendship to family, like long-term family. This person, I feel like they think about what they want, what you want in a long-term situation, and the stability of that. This is emotional stability. This is long-term. This is kids. This is happiness and rainbows and all that shit. And then, not to descend from the 10 of Cups to the 9 of Cups, but they're overthinking what their wishes look, feel, taste like, etc. It puts them in a state of agony. They think about you a lot. They being the divine masculine still is what we're on. And then again with the Death and Rebirth and 10 of Pentacles, I feel like this person's entire stability system is being challenged at the moment. I'm noticing how this man's looking at this woman. It's just that deep connection of all that's going on around them, all this commotion. But it's commotion, this family that they've created, this dog, this whole situation, home, hearth, house, all that stuff. And you know, 2 people coming together and creating that. And there's a fear here for them of they're not sure if you want it, if they want it, if they're ready for it. This person possibly has Peter Pan syndrome. They don't want to grow up, or they're scared to dream about what's possible and they'd rather go for what's safe, because going with what's comfortable is always easier, right? But we all just have to make the decision if we want to go with what's easiest, or we want to go with, you know, we're all adults, we all gotta go with our decisions. So the 10 of Wands, I want to see first what the 10 of Wands is for the King of Swords. Actually, I want to see what's the 10 of Wands first for the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Very different types of 10 of Wands for both of these people. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. This Queen of Pentacles is tired. She's indecisive about if she should walk away from her Divine Masculine, her King of Swords, because it's already out so it can't come out again, her Emperor, slash King of Pentacles, because she has no idea what he's up to, how he is, how he's doing, how he's feeling, unless she gets divine downloads about how he's doing. But besides the point, she's indecisive. She wants to walk. She doesn't know if she should walk away from the situation or if she should stay a bit longer. She doesn't know. She hasn't heard from him. She doesn't know what is going on, what contact, etc., etc. She's like, should I be single and happy and abundant all by myself? I heard I can do bad all by myself. This bitch knows she can do bad all by herself. Or should she stick around and wait? There's potential that there's two males here, and I'm pulling it from this energy, so there could be two males that she's currently thinking of. Or this could be the Divine Masculine of the Emperor being here, and then the King of Swords translating into the King of Pentacles, going from cold, reserved, quiet, logical, critical thinking to abundant, happy, joyous, giving, probably a little bit too giving. This is home and hearth. This is out and alone in the cold. So she's got to make that decision. Let's see if there's anything else for the Two of Pentacles. Six of Cups, Chariot. Okay, we have the Six of Swords, Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck with the Ten of Swords. She has her own endings that she has to walk away from, and she's not entirely inclined to know that she wants to do that. It's not going in a specific domain necessarily, but I feel like this chick has other suitors, but they're, you know, we got all kings coming out so far for the most part, and this is a knight. The Knight of Cups is a little bit sloppy, a little bit fast, a little bit overly romantic, maybe a little bit cheesy, and she knows that she's holding out for a king or an emperor. So she, in her eyes, could be like, well, this guy's okay, and he's sweet, or he's cute, or he's hot, whatever. He's funny, but he's no king, right? It's Ten of Swords. I want to know. We got a lot of tens and a lot of aces, a lot of sixes, a lot of eights. You can look up the numerology for that. Seven of Swords has been coming out a lot, just didn't come out yet. Seven of Swords, Judgment, and the King of Wands. I know every single king has come out in the deck and other queens haven't yet, but I really feel like this person is kind of, I don't want to say Jekyll and Hyde, but this masculine can transform upon the situation. He can be cold, cutting. They're all kind of confident in their own way. Cold, cutting, confident through his intelligence, confident through his confidence. King of Wands is someone who's attractive, a bachelor, party boy, that kind of, like, you want to be around him, you want to have a beer with him type of guy. And then all the other kings that have come out too. So perhaps this Divine Feminine is confused because she's seen a lot of sides of this Divine Masculine, this Emperor, and what king she's going to receive if she were to even hear from him or come towards him or give him a chance, blah blah blah. It seems like there's been some sneaky behavior here. Someone is definitely holding information close, either or both, that they don't want to talk about. She's also thrown herself into work in order to escape some of these thoughts. She's trying to emotionally remove herself from the situation because she's tired, but she can't, and actually it still hurts quite a bit. She's showing up as a consistent divine pair with this Divine Masculine, so I can see why that pulls so much. I mean, I got the Queen of Swords, I've seen the Queen of Wands, we got the Queen of Pentacles, etc. Queen of Cups hasn't come out yet though. There's like a moving energy. She emotionally wants to move on, but something's holding her back. You got the Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. It hurts. She knows that this person is someone who's very special to her. She wants to heal with this person. She's been doing healing and shadow work, but at the same time she feels stuck. I'll get advice for the Divine Femme afterwards, but she's trying to move on from this cycle. I feel like this Ten of Swords, regardless of how it plays out, so let's say best case scenario. She's right, he loves her, they come together and have a happiest little fairy tale ever, and they get the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the whole shebang together. 4 of Wands, you name it. It's still an ending and a new beginning to something else. Let's say that nothing comes of this, she doesn't hear from her King of Swords, Divine Masculine, and she goes and beats that 9 of Pentacles bad bitch, and she goes and does whatever she wants. That's a 10 of Swords ending too, and then she can go on and find another Divine Masculine. So either way, it's still an ending and a new beginning, but it's a bit of a choice of which and or she's going to choose. And with this, it just seems to be a lot of reflecting on the past and not knowing which way to move. I feel like she's had some small inklings about reaching out to her Divine Masculine, but hasn't felt either inclined enough to, or doesn't want to. I'm noticing eyes shut and eyes shut. Seven of Wands. I don't see her reaching out. I see her establishing boundaries. I feel like I see a bubble around this chick, even though it's more of a crystal ball. I see a bubble. I see more of an idea that I feel like she has shared certain things, or maybe she thinks that she has. So she's waiting for a certain level of reciprocation to be given. She sees a lot of good and victory and success in the situation, though. A lot of happiness. I feel like she thinks like within timing, all will kind of balance out in a way. So let's see what the 10 of Wands is for the Divine Masculine. So King of Swords, what's his 10 of Wands? Ooh, totally different energy. 10 of Pentacles, stability, 2 of Swords. Knight of Wands. Okay, so this Divine Masculine is all up in his head. In agony. Completely questioning his stability. Why the 10 of Pentacles though? Like why? We also have the 2 of Pentacles under the deck. He's also reflecting back on the past and not sure what he should do. It's different energy though. Healing. Healing from what? Page of Wands. Boundaries. Wish fulfillment. The Wheel. There's a possibility that this Divine Masculine is either doing shadow work about his emotions, that he has past regrets that he's tidying up, that, you know, it could be potential that he's got fired from a job, or that would affect his stability, right? Because that's coins, that's your bag. He could be going through a divorce. He's going through something right now, and he hasn't really given himself the time to rest properly, so he's kind of rushed some of this healing, so it's not actually complete, which leads to 10 and 10. So it's like whatever changes are coming in his stability. So let's say that he's moving because he got a promotion, okay? The promotion is happening. The move date is set. The move date may move a little bit to the left or right, but the move date is happening. So those are knowns, and those are going to happen. The healing aspect of it is a little bit more flighty, a little bit more touch and go. He might sit with it occasionally on the weekends or when he's not working, but when he's working, it's go time because he has to move and he is getting a promotion. So that aspect of it is being rushed. But it seems like whatever this 10 of Wands of his is can't be fully closed out and start to a new ace, to a new cycle, a better cycle, if this healing isn't completed. So it's kind of oxymoronic. With the Knight of Wands and Page of Wands, I feel like, well, let's see. What do I feel? I don't have to say I feel if I have cards. Oh. No, I don't want that one again. Thank you. It's 4 swords again. This person's hurt. And they don't want to say that they're hurt. I feel like it's not something they'd really talk about. It's her childhood. So whatever has happened to them now. Oh boy, yeah, I just saw this in my hand. So whatever's happened to them now has tore up old wounds from when they were a child. It could be abandonment, rejection, replacement, cheating, lying, stealing, things like that. But there's something here that has happened that has opened up old childhood wounds. And these are pleasure-seeking cards. So when something hurts and aches, you want to go find something that feels good, that's pleasureful, that gets you out of this hole. even if those knowns that we said in the analogy don't really affect it so much. So I'm not going to really dig into this person's business. I'll see if there's any advice for him as well. But I do want to pick another clarifier to see, yeah, this person's hurt. This person may be hurt from a wife, an ex-wife, or a mother specifically. I got the Nine of Wands with the Empress. It's like, now I'm not getting like incel vibes from this at all. But what I am getting is like, so not a hatred of women, not by any sense of the means, but there is like a deep wounding from a feminine here. Now, what type of, oh my god, what type of feminine, I don't see that, but okay, so this one's that just flew on the floor. 6 cups, and then the 2 of Pentacles flipped over for that too. Let's take a look at what's here. Same cards. Let's give a good shuffle. What do you want to say? Since you want to fly up on the floor so bad. 10, 10, 10. My goodness. Okay, so this person's reflecting back on the past. 2 messages here. Reflecting on the past, of this past wounding that I was just talking about. So, someone hurting him badly. Again, with the feminine energy. Somehow it was feminine, whether it was a wife, a sister, a daughter, a mother, an ex-wife, a girlfriend, a fiance, you name it. Like, fuck, even a coworker, a boss. I don't know. But there's a feminine here that hurt him. And the 3 of Wands is... You know, at first I thought it was his actions, but now that I look at it again, I see it as more someone treated him with 3 of Wands energy. So someone was waiting for better, and it's like kind of grass is greener mentality. It's waiting for the ships to come in card, but here instead of ships, I see it as, yeah, I'll be with you. Yeah, I'll hang out in this, you know, area with you. But the second the tide comes in, I'm ready to jump ship, well, jump land, and go surfing. They're just gonna fuck off and go somewhere else. I feel like this person doesn't actually know what happiness is. Oof. Under that we got Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. This person has effectively created stability in their life out of survival, not thriving energy. It's surviving energy. Because someone had to, right? This person may have younger siblings that they've had to take care of in some capacity. Or younger children. Alright, again to the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, please. God damn it, I'm shuffling the cards, I swear. I swear I'm shuffling the cards. Just a lot of past shit. So, what this is that... Oh, okay. This dude has not been good at choosing partners in his life. They have taken advantage of him in the same way that he was wounded earlier in his life. I also just got that if he's used to abandonment from the father figure instead of the mother figure didn't step in to intervene or aid in a motherly type of way, right? That maternal energy, which leads him to want so badly the love from a woman, but he's never seen it. He's never felt it. He dreams about it. He thinks about it often, but doesn't actually know what it feels like, and he actually thinks it's kind of a lie. Deep wounding here. So this person, whatever they're going through, A, they haven't healed from this childhood relationship situation when they were a child. And they also haven't healed from whatever recent version of heartbreak this is with whatever version of a divine femme. I don't believe it's this person. It's not, because there's such a disconnect down the center row that these energies kind of mirror, but not really. Is this making any sense? Alright, let's try one more time. I'm sorry these aren't straight at all, really. Right now, tonight, I do not give a shit, so let's see. Ooh, I like that one. Oh my god, bro. I think we're getting really repetitive at this point. Okay. Or I'm not picking up what they're putting down. That's what, okay. So what do you want to say then? Okay, they're making me look at the shadow cards first. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Devil. This man is obsessed. I already have the High Priestess out. What else we got? There it is. The Eight of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Star, the Six of Cups. If you're new here, I read a fuck ton of cards. If you don't like it, too bad. Okay. This person seems to have recently had their eyes opened to spirituality and or have recently gotten their shit pushed in with a spiritual upgrade. So they are obsessed with the idea of soulmates. And I don't even know if they're consciously aware that they're obsessed of soulmates. They're overthinking it way too much with no cards of any action, actually. But they are overthinking it like crazy because of this past wounding that they have, and therefore they don't know if they should move or not move, because honestly they can't discern reality from what is going on in their mind. Thinking about, is this connection real, is it not real? And I'm thinking the connection is here and here, and they're losing their bananas, because even though this is beautiful energy, soulmate energy, their mind reverts back to the times that a divine feminine or a karmic or a female, whatever, has interrupted the flow of their life, or they have provided to them more than they have received in return. And people have taken and taken and taken and taken from them, where they've left with damn near nothing. And they get to this Five of Cups energy of, well, I wish I tried my best in the relationship, blah, blah, blah. Alright, throw your pity party all you want, but at the end of the day, we're all big boys and big girls. We all need to make our own decisions. So, let's see. I'm going to leave the Queen and King card out. And we're going to go for advice. Well, Divine Masculine has quite a lot of energy going on. So let's see, what's his advice? Okay. Cool. Okay, bottom of the deck, the wheel. Know that the wheel, when it is down, must come up, and when it is up, must come down. So if you're depressed, I'm not a fucking doctor or anything medically certified, okay? You need to know that if things are worse, they'll get better, and if things are better, they're gonna get worse. It is what it is, okay? It's divine timing of things. Also, if you're being impatient for things, because I see the Fool sticking out here, if you're impatient for new beginnings, just know that you have to put in the work, and then what is owed to you will come to you. It's just the way it works. That is divine timing as it stands. Those are the ground rules. Okay. You get a lot of pride and happiness in a way. Happiness isn't exactly the right word. That reminds me of cups, and this is pentacles, so like fulfillment. You get a lot of self-fulfillment at work, so go ahead and continue to put a lot of effort into work, but just understand that at the moment, that the millisecond that you start feeling stuck and like your life revolves around work, or you are nothing without work, that is your trigger to calm the fuck down, put it down, and either take a 15-minute break or go the fuck home and pick it up again tomorrow. With all the grace in the world, I tell you that your best looks different every single day, and that's okay. Just know, you know, that if you put in your best today, then that's your best. Own it. Walk away. The Knight of Swords with the Star. You owe yourself the time to sit down and think about what your wish fulfillments actually are to you. What are your goals? What are your dreams? Do you write them down? You should write them down. And writing them on your phone is not writing them down. I mean, like, you should, I mean, unless you want to, like, make them your background so you see them every time you open your phone, but, like, what do you want? What house do you want to live in? And I'm talking about, yeah, manifestations, vision boards, sure, whatever floats your boat. But you feel this nagging sensation of these things, these dreams, these wishes that you want so badly, that are tied to you in an astral fucking 5D type of way. You feel them, right? So you need to put in the time and the effort in order to write them down and get real with yourself. I don't really feel like you need to rush with this. I feel like the Knight of Swords is here because of timeliness. It's like, I feel like the universe is going to pay you out soon. Pay you out what is owed. But if you don't have an updated list, you're not going to get what you want. I mean, you will eventually. But you need to update this list because the universe is going to deliver you some shit like an Amazon Prime delivery. And if the list is outdated, that's your own fucking fault. Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands. The people that are not giving to you equally, the ones that maybe just come to you to hang out and party and have a good time, these are not your people, okay? There might be a shedding of people and friends in your life, and let me make sure I got this one right. Ooh, registered family members too. There's a time to be open about your feelings. There's a time to be silent about your feelings and your emotions, okay? You will know who is worthy and safe to have your deepest emotions and who is not. Trust your intuition. And I also feel like your intuition is going to be heightened about who you should be giving your energy to and who you shouldn't. And follow that, because that is what's going to bring you happiness and abundance. These people that do nothing for you, that just take and take and take, they are willfully being shut out of your life. You have to allow them to, so that new people can come into your life. Better people, more abundant people, people that are happier and better for you. It's hard, but a lot of us are going through that right now. I think it's really important. Now, what is the King of Swords, Divine Masculine's advice for the situation as it goes towards the Divine Femme? Oof. Five of Swords, the Moon, Judgment. Oof. Oh, it's the Page of Cups and Temperance on the bottom of the deck. So, I'm not going to clarify the moon. The moon is secrets, the unknown, silence, okay? I feel like there's a couple things, really important things, that you should take your time with. Not too much time, don't take forever, but you need to take your time with in order to ground yourself. Like, what are your goals? So it's like if you had everything in the world and you really wanted this person, this Divine Femme, if you wanted to invite them into your life, what would that offer actually sound like, look like? Like, maybe you don't have every little piece together, so let's go with the analogy. You got a promotion and you're moving, and you're like, dang, I really like this woman. I can't get her off my mind. I love her, blah, blah, blah. Where are you gonna live? Can her income and your income support that life? Can you support her with that life, etc., etc.? Like, what does that look like to you? So you need to be able to come clearing on some of these secrets within yourself, and not just like fucking sit here and drown and wallow away in all of the non-possibilities. You need to get real about who's your friend and who's not your friend. Your intuition, there's a lot of intuition cards here, including the Moon and Judgment. Like, your intuition is going to be sharpened and heightened into what to do with the situation. So if you feel like you want to talk to this person, talk to this person. If you feel like you're not ready to talk to this person, don't talk to this person. But taking in other people's opinions at this point, I don't think is going to serve you. But just trust your intuition if it's going to serve you or not. Judgment, this is going to come to a head regardless if you want it to or not. Doesn't matter how much you kick, scream, and beg, it is going to come to a head. And this is a warning in the best way, because you can do something about it now. So you 5, 9, 2. Does that mean something? 592. I don't know. Look up angel number 592. I don't know why that popped in my head. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, or you can reduce 592 into whatever the fuck. I'm not doing math for you, and you can look up that angel number. Maybe it's a life path or something. I say that as a term of endearment because I feel like this has really been pulling at your strings for a while, and I feel like it's gotten worse and worse and worse. Like, it's more intense, and you're not shy to intensity, but I feel like emotional things are really throwing you entirely off balance right now because you don't allow yourself to sit in the space needed to heal the things that we've talked about. Therefore, they're going to keep being a nuisance. They're going to keep pecking at you, and they're going to get more and more and more and more and more intense. The control that you have here, if you want to be a control freak, the control that you have here is in taking the time to kind of let the air kind of bleed out at your own pace versus just exploding, kind of like shaking up a soda can. You are shooketh. So how much more shaking are you going to take before you decide to actually let some of that pressure off? Because that pressure doesn't belong to you and it's not serving you, so just let it the fuck go at your own pace, but don't be a lazy son of a bitch about it. Okay, Divine Femme, Queen Pentacles, what's your advice? Ooh, I just heard, what was that? Something like, take care of yourself, you're number one. I feel like you gotta reshuffle a lot of priorities in your life and putting yourself at number one. But let's see. Okay, let's move you out of the way. 5 Five of Wands, Three of Cups, the Hierophant. You are also going through a one-up, re-up with Spirit. Spirit has things that they want to offer you. You need to go out and have fun. The King of Swords energy has been more internally quiet, but externally still going out and living kind of a normal life, going out with friends, blah, blah, blah. The Queen of Pentacles energy, again, back to her with her closed eyes, hand over a pentacle. If you've been saving money, you might be saving it up for something. Maybe you should go on a trip. You should go out for a girls' weekend. You should do that thing that's been on your mind, whatever that may be. And you need to go out and celebrate, specifically probably with other feminine energy, or coworkers, friends, and just bask in the moment. Because you know that you've been missing that, and that you really enjoy that, and you deserve that. You really do. Spirit has some things to offer you, and I do feel like with the Five of Wands, you're going to be going through some sort of what I like to call an ego death. So why the Five of Wands? King of Wands, Knight of Swords, with the Emperor on the bottom. Maybe at work you've been embodying more masculine energy, which masculine energy is used for business, administration, legalities, things of that nature. So you can be more confident and more fast with the Knight of Swords at work with this Emperor energy. This doesn't serve you in your everyday life. So there might be a Five of Wands war where maybe you care about this King of Swords a lot and you think about him often. You kind of beat yourself up about it that you think about him so often because this, that, and the other. I think you need to let that go and focus on your own reality of what you do have control of. You can go out with friends, you can have fun, you can lead an abundant life whether he is in contact with you or not. That you can go out and do the things that you need to do. There's nothing wrong with being also in your divine masculine energy because we all have feminine masculine energy. There's nothing wrong with that, believe me. And there's a lot of confidence and level up that comes with that, and a lot of tenacity. You're a tenacious woman, but there's a time and a place for that, and that leaves you feeling, I don't say empty, like unfulfilled as your feminine self. Like you should have a companion. You should have people that, you know, your man that you want to spend time with, or whatever that relationship looks like to you. So it's not like you're doing anything wrong, or you're not enough, or he's not attracted to you, or, you know, the situation was wrong, or like, even if any of those things were true, you don't have control of it, so you have to let it go. And that's that controlling, arrogant Emperor energy. He can't let shit go, and you have to, as the feminine, you have to let this shit go in your personal life because you can't affect it, you can't do anything about it. What a Hierophant. Oh, okay. I get it. Spirit wants you to move away from this masculine energy, specifically. I just brought up the business life because that's where I see the masculine energy in Divine Femme flourish the most. However, understand that, you know, you are the feminine. You should be embodying feminine qualities in the divine sense. You can Google those to see what they are. There's a plethora. Not really talking traditionalistic values, no, but you can Google it, take a look. For the Six of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Emperor, it's like Spirit wants you to move away from this masculine energy. I feel like the way that you're using it is not serving you, and I feel like you're using it as armor so that people can't get to you, or the Great Wall of China around yourself, like boundaries, borders, like a whole moat full of crocodiles, and that is not feminine energy in the highest vibration. It's actually very low vibe. And you're just keeping people out, and that's not going to serve you either. Also at the bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Pentacles, Devil, the Nine of Pentacles. Stop being obsessed with work. There's a lot more to life than just being obsessed with work. But if I sacrifice and I make all these, I put in extra hours at work, I get overtime, I have all this money to do what, bitch? Honestly, I'm being legit with you right now. Why? So you can be the Nine of Pentacles energy. She's single, she's abundant. Are you being single and abundant, or are you just sitting at work because you have nothing better to do and you don't want to sit there and waste all your time so that you can make all this money for what? To nest egg? To sit in? To make, you're gonna build a fucking fort out of $100 bills? That's good for you if you can. But seriously, like, use that money to go on vacations, to do hobbies, to go to the gym, to get that Starbucks coffee every day. I don't give a fuck. You know what that is to you, and I don't know why in the world you are denying it to yourself because you're obsessed with it. It's like you're turning your obsession with work into your obsession with money because you want to be this bitch, but you are not that bitch. You're the fucking Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles trumps the Nine of Pentacles any fucking day. It's like stupid to revert from the Queen of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Don't do that shit. That's stupid. This is a false belief and false thinking that you have to alleviate yourself from. Definitely. Alright, kind of beat up on you quite a bit. Oh boy, cards flying everywhere. Oh, my buzz is pretty much worn off at this point. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's do one more round of advice. King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. If you have an idea of what you think this King of Pentacles, you know, if the King of Swords translates from the King of Pentacles, you have an idea of what this person is, let that go. I think that if you have an idea of being in love with the idea of a person more than the actual person, you have to let that go. Or, like, you know, a Ken doll, a Barbie doll, shove it in a box. Check all the boxes of what a Ken or a Barbie doll is. Throw that away. Doesn't matter. Doesn't serve you. Or them, for that matter. They don't, if you worry about it, they don't shove you in a box like that. They don't. They care about you very much. But it's not the same. They're not like running you down a checklist like you are. It's different. They appreciate you for who you are. They've just, it's kind of like wrong timing, wrong place. Spirit has a lot to offer you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. But you have to be in the receiving mode in order to accept these things. So this could be a new jobs position, more money, a will, a home, a car. Things that you can touch for the most part. Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, self-love, abundance, happiness. True fucking happiness that you can feel. And finally, Temperance. Oh, Seven of Wands. Judgment. That is similar to what we were originally talking about setting up boundaries, like not trashing all your experiences. But setting up boundaries because of the experiences that you've been through and taking the time to ask yourself, what are my triggers? Like, if you had an ex that cheated on you and used to text all the time, so every time someone picks up the phone, you're like, and it's like a trigger for you, that you're like, what if he's texting fucking that bitch, Becky with the good hair? Like, then you have to think about what are your triggers so that when you go into your next abundant relationship, you can maybe talk about some of these things, like, hey bitch, you can't text, like, no, but maybe the idea that you can make them known what some of your triggers are so that they can alleviate some of that stress because they love you and they care about you and it's going to be abundant and amazing because manifestation. Judgment is saying this is a time that you can be reborn into a new relationship that's, I heard, better than you've ever had. Okay? That's amazing. Love that. Alright, so let's see what's your advice for this Divine Masculine. King of Swords, Divine Masculine. What is the Queen of Pentacles advice for this DM? A little too close to home there. What? Alright, I'll leave those right there, but they're pretty much the same things I just said. Let me see if there's anything new for it, but again, moving cards. Interesting. Here we have the Eight of Wands next to the Eight of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. With the Lovers. The Magician. With the King of Cups. With the Seven of Swords. With the Knight of Swords. Shit ton of cards. We'll get to it. So I don't lose the cards. Just want to pull them out. We have the Four of Swords. The Sun. Eight of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. I don't think any of those are on frame. Not really. Okay, let's shuffle some things. Now, I am surprised by this Eight of Wands because I feel like Is it you that needs to reach out? Don't love giving advice if it's not completely clear, so I will say this. The Eight of Wands coming out next to the Eight of Swords is saying that if you have your intuition and your inkling to reach out to this person and say, hey, or whatever that communication may be, if your overthinking is stopping you from doing this communication, I think that's wrong. I think that if you feel that type of intuition lead to contact this person, I feel like you should do that. Now, if you don't feel the need to have this communication, then don't. But that's how I read these off the bat, because there was no communication cards on their part whatsoever. He has work to do. He has some shit to go figure out. But you, I'm not saying you have your shit more together than he does, because your stability is still under duress as well. But now, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, I feel like there is a venture, a creative creative project, a new facet of your career. I just heard a new place that you really like to go to. I feel like you should be taking your time and attention and turning it towards this passionate or passion that you have. Now, as far as the Lovers with the Magician, you're obviously manifesting your next new love, which I think is amazing, because you have done a lot of healing. You haven't done all your healing, but you've done a lot of healing. And then the King of Cups comes up. So this is someone who's still a little bit strong, silent, but he is one with his emotions. Now, communication neither here nor there with the King of Cups for me personally, but you don't want any cheating or rushed scenarios. You want this person to take their time, be genuine, be honest, be open. So it's almost like on this side from the King of Cups over is more like you're willing to hang out on the left side of working on this passionate hobby, new beginning, career, artistry, something like that, while manifesting this King of Cups. But you're willing to be patient until he's ready, so that he's not doing any cheating, sneaking, rushed type of fuckery. So I think that's pretty solid advice. So go towards your passions. It's not showing me exactly what your passions are right now necessarily, but now the Four of Swords, Sun, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. You have to have belief that this is possible. You have to have belief that one day you will be healed, you will be happy, you will be emotionally unburdened, all of that baggage gone. You will have memories of it, but it will no longer be on your shoulders. And you have to believe that this King of Pentacles does exist. Maybe not in this moment, in this exact time that you're watching this. He does exist. He is abundant. He is real. He's happy. And he might even have a cute little dog. Not so little dog. It's a fucking wolf. But you have to know these things. And you have to be like true, deep belief that this is possible. Truly. Can't emphasize that enough. I'm not going to add more words to make it fluffy, but true belief. And finally, same but different. It's like you have inklings about what direction you need to move towards. Six of Swords, Temperance, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I keep messing these up when I see them, which is interesting. I think that they come one and the same. It's like, as you work on your business, or whatever Pentacles is to you, it's like love comes as well. And as you work on a future relationship, your business gets better. It's like they're tied together as aces. And I feel like they will continue to evolve as that comes together. It's a possibility you might even make a business venture with your Divine Masculine in the future. And that evolves together as well. That's cool. My least favorite P word, patience. You do have to be patient. Comes with the territory. But I think I've given you more than enough of a laundry list of things to work on and to do in the meantime. Well, that was long-winded, and my buzz is now officially gone. But thank you for being here. One more. Oh, I guess the juiciest part, right? Excuse me, I'm jumping ahead of the curve. I asked for an outcome, and I get the moon card. Well, I guess that's kind of endearing, though, because it's like, it's up to you. Because the moon to me, not to get too woo-woo, like the ocean isn't infinite, but it damn well might as well be, because the ocean is fucking massive, and a drop of water gets lost in the ocean in a second, but that's all the ocean is an unquantifiable amount of drops of water. Now, in getting really woo-woo, but I'm saying that for me the moon card's kind of like what you put in is what you get out. I don't care if you drop in one single drop of water, one single drop of effort, it still creates ripples, and those ripples can be felt from party to party. So truly, really, what you put in is what you get out. So that's actually kind of funny that came out for my outcome card. Bottom of the deck really isn't telling me a story, so I'm not even going to share it, doesn't matter. Well, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you for being here. Taco appreciates you for being here. And, that was a really interesting read. Neat. Alright, have a good night, day, wherever you are. See you in the next one. See ya.